Welcome back to the Blockey Sports Network. We're here for only one game tonight and at the latest time slot possible. We're all very tired, all very sleepy, but should be a good game tonight between the Seattle Golden Eagles and the Calgary Wings. Mainly, big storyline to come from here. The Calgary Wings made a big blockbuster trade last night with the Orlando Storm. Calgary traded basically, I want you guys to imagine owning 3 houses and like having 1 dog. Imagine trading those 3 houses and that dog to a team for, I don't know, 1 house. Something like that. They trade their entire future for a player, Ghosty Ferret, going from the Orlando Storm to the Calgary Wings. 1 game with the Storm, already enough, and he left. Calgary sending back a multitude of first-round picks and other draft picks, and Samuel Whale is on our desk. Hey, man.
Yo.
Anyways, I'm joined tonight on the desk by Samuel Whale, Siffin, Frumpy Bear, and Robe. Really big desk for tonight. A lot of people want to come today. Big game, but I'll let my other desk mates talk about the trade. I'll hand it over to Samuel Whale first. He was involved in the trade. I want to know how he thinks about that trade.
Well, it was definitely an interesting trade. I woke up and I got sent to Brazil. I did not know that was going to happen because I was unaware of that trade. Personally, I feel like it's actually a fine trade for both teams. Like, everybody's complaining like, oh, they traded away their whole future, which, yes, they did, but that's also expecting that, like, these next upcoming drafts are going to be very good. They're going to have a lot of good players. And we got to remember that last season, the Wings actually had, like, a bunch of first-round picks already, so they already have a lot of RFA players for this, that they're going to have for this next season. So I feel like they're not really missing out too much by trading away, like, almost all their picks for this upcoming draft. And, maybe they could have gotten away with not trading some of their other season draft picks, but they got Ghosty Ferret, and I feel like that does solve a bit of the problem on that first line offensively, since, I'm not really the most offensive player, so now they replace me with a more potent finisher. So I think both teams are kind of be pretty happy with how the trade turned out.
Slightly, now that I think about it, draft pick loss isn't as big as I thought. As a former owner myself, I never cared too much about draft picks unless it was in the first 2 pick threshold. Never really just cared about keeping on to those picks. But, it really depends on how these drafts, how the quality of the draft will be. But we don't have a lot of time here. I'll let Robe, I want to know Robe's thoughts on the trade. Big fan of Samuel Whale, I heard he is.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, they traded for picks, right? A lot of picks. I think that's what it was. So yeah, I guess you're talking about the Orlando trade, right?
Yeah, the trade that just happened.
Yeah. I mean, look, they haven't used those picks yet. We don't really know who's going to be eligible to be drafted, when those picks come into play. But if there's a lot of talent in the JBHL, by the time they're ready to use those picks, then I think it'll be worth it. But again, you don't really know. It's kind of hard to predict this early.
Definitely agree. It's definitely hard to figure out, who's going to be good and who's not. But this definitely makes Calgary a lot better now, and hopefully we'll see them in action tonight. And I mean, we really didn't talk about this matchup drill, right? Seattle. I'm trying to look at who's on the roster. Let me check my notes. Badgers, Ripsky, Floods, Winner 16. That's kind of all I see. I don't really know who else is on that team. Made a lot of big offseason moves. Flood staying, obviously. Dripsky. Actually, no, Flood's not staying. Flood's coming over from Philadelphia. Dripsky came back from the China League. He was suspended for a little while. But honestly, just looking at these rosters tonight, Calgary has a very deep team now. I think they're going to win this game, personally. This will kind of segment into some predictions. Running out of time here. I'll just go from right to left. Robe, what is your prediction for this game?
We don't have time. We start in a minute, but I think, I was thinking about this before the game. How am I going to speak about this and compare the 2 teams? You have Borderline and Ploods on the Eagles, but outside of that, I feel like it falls off a lot. Like, yeah, sure, Calgary don't have any franchise-level players. They lost Youppi. They don't have that anymore. But what they have is depth, and I think that's more important than anything else.
I agree. Yeah, depth is pretty important. Looks like we're not going to be able to get into predictions here as our game is about to get underway. Again, too many people tonight, but must see action here tonight. Now I'm going to send it over to my commentator, Maspin.
Yo, what is going on? Cannot be a Seattle game without me commentating it tonight. And for the first line, we got Ploods, Woe, Sniper, and Rob B. Doggin going behind the net, fighting Low Sniper for possession. Plays a nice pass inside. Rob B is going to clear that one away. Rob B did have a goal. Actually, I believe 2 goals last season for the Seattle BHL team. Will he be able to clutch up tonight? It's going to take a lot out of him, but he's been scrimming a lot, performing, slightly better than he did last season. Maybe, just maybe, he could find a heroic goal for Seattle tonight. Anyways, here's Bloods up against Ghosty Ferret and Wapex. Wapex going down the boards. Wapex cuts inside. Blood's going to take that one away immediately. Seattle's got to be really, really careful on this defensive end here. So much star power that this Calgary lineup does have. Low Sniper up to Ploods. Ploods up against Wapex. Wapex going to send that one right back down to Ghosty Ferret. And we got the first line change here for Seattle. Dripski is now on the ice. Roppy up the boards, trying to get a P3 past Doggin. Doggin has an opportunity here, and that's going to be a huge back check by Badgers. Very, very crucial player for the Seattle team. I believe he is their 6th man. Miss ya. Opportunity shot, saved by Winner. First save by the goaltender. Was on Orlando last season. Now he has found his way all the way over to Seattle. Miss ya shot, saved by Winner again. Miss ya trying to take another opportunity for himself, but Dripski's not going to be there to do so, and that shot is going to go wide as Badgers is going to be the first one to recover it. Seattle can't even get out of their own defensive end here. Here's J4, big goal scorer in Calgary the other night. Here's J4, nearly getting a final goal there, but did not get the last touch that really put the shot on that. J4 again, just plays it up. Badgers, nice pass out to Sleepy Temple. Seattle really relying on a lot of their youth tonight. Sleepy, one of the earlier draft picks. Had a good JBHL season last year. Missed ya. Putting it down to J4. J4 has an opportunity here. Bad time line changed for Seattle, and Winner is coming out of his net a little bit. Blocks off all the angles. As Seattle seem to find themselves lucky, and here's another shot from Missia. Missia putting on a lot of shots already. I believe he has... not all of them have been counted on the scoreboard, but showing much more offensive proficiency. That's the proper wording for it. Here's Glenny Boo. Son Calgary last season had a breakout year. Doggin going up the boards. Ghosty Ferret. Blood's trying to pull it back. Can't do so. Doggin opportunity here. And that shot is going to go behind the net. Good back check there from Roppy. Roppy trying to find Ploods. Ploods trying to get past Ghosty Ferret. Can't do so. Roppy playing it inside. That might have been nearly an own goal there. Good ping out from there. Here's Roppy going behind the net again. Has a lot to do here to boot it up. Boots it up. Ploods cannot get the first possession. Here's Ghosty Ferret. And that's going to be an offsides. Seattle can finally have a minute to breathe.
I mean, that was like the first stoppage in the game. Ghosty Ferret being offsides there. He's a bit too large to stay on sides, but hasn't really gotten much action in this game so far.
Yeah, here's Low Sniper. Did not get the ball, get the puck past Doggin. Floods. And that's going to be another offsides for Calgary. Stay on sides.
It might be hard for him, you know? Covers half the ice.
Ghosty Ferret plays it inside the Doggin. Doggin could not get his stick on the end of that one for a P3 shot. He was Sleepy up against Ghosty Ferret. And Ghosty Ferret plays a nice pass inside. Doggin could not ping it in. And Doggin again gets past Badgers, but Badgers going to easily take that one away. Doggin trying to make a pass inside, plays a nice pass to Wapex. Dripski going the other way. Got a full Calgary lineup tonight. That's a nice shot from Dripski, but an even better save by Orange Panda, who had an incredible performance the other evening against the Stingrays. Ghosty Ferret shot, and that's going to hit off the outer posts. And with 30 seconds left here, this first period might end 0-0. Here's Ghosty Ferret. Trying to cook past Dripski, can't do so. Dripski and Ploods on the ice together now. Plays a pass inside the Ploods. Ploods cannot get a shot off there. Glenny Boo going behind his own net. Has Ploods fiending for that puck. Floods comes out on top with it. Glenny Boo. Not giving him any room to make this pass off. And there's 10 seconds left. Can Seattle get a last-second opportunity here? Or will it just end? And I believe that is going to do it. And I'm going to send it back to the full party waiting at the desk for this first intermission.
Yes, I get to finish what I was saying. Join
After I intro,
media.
sir. Gotta do my intro, you know?
Oh, yeah,
Anyways,
true.
welcome back to the desk, everybody. First intermission. 0-0 still. 3 shots for Calgary, 1 for Seattle. It's been all Calgary that period. Will not lie at all. They look a lot better. Seattle does. I'm not surprised, honestly. Since Robert really wanted to finish his thought, I'll let him go first. So
I mean, I really didn't have much else to say. I was just gonna say, Calgary really improved their depth. I mean, every single person on this team is capable of scoring. Glenny and Missia have improved a lot in the offseason. I've been watching them scrims, and they've been scoring plenty of goals. You know, doesn't seem like anyone can really stop them. And we saw that in the first game. They put 4 past our doggies team. You know, I think they're going to be very good.
Agree.
That's all I was going to say.
And especially adding Ghosty Ferret, a lot more scoring options. He's a good two-way player as well. But anyways, I'll let Siffin talk now. He wasn't able to talk the first time around. I want to know what your thoughts are so far on this game.
So far, this game is going just about how I expected. Obviously, Dripsky got that chance. It almost seemed like some sort of freak accident from the Calgary Wings. Dripsky was doubled by both Ghosty Ferret and Wapex, and they both seemed to miscommunicate and just walk the wrong way. And Dripsky was able to get a chance off of that. But other than that, it has been complete domination for the Wings. They've had chance after chance after chance, and I think it's only a matter of time before Winner and the Seattle defense can't hold on anymore, and they let one slip by. So I think Calgary is in a very good position to start building a lead.
Definitely agree. This game's definitely going to rely on Winner 16 if he's going to be able to carry this team, the Seattle team. He's capable of doing it, but it's just, will he eventually crack? And once he does crack, I mean, well, the mental crack, we kind of know he's kind of prone to crashing out, but I guess we'll find out. 6 seconds until second period begins. I'll send it back to Mason for commentary.
Yep, and we're going back to the face-off. Ghosty Ferret up against Floods. Ghosty Ferret. Floods opportunity here. Nearly a big mistake from Ghosty Ferret. And Low Sniper. Trying to get the puck off of Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret gets past him, plays a nice pass inside. Doggin! He threes it to the side of the boards for some reason. Good pass, rebound inside, but there's going to be no shot opportunity for Calgary there. And here's Doggin. Roppy takes the puck off of Doggin. Roppy under a lot of pressure here. Not allowed any sort of room. Ghosty Ferret trying to get past Roppy. Robbie playing it up. Wapex playing inside the Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret makes some space, but Woe Sniper, good defense there. Huge check from him there. And Ghosty Ferret can't get past Roppy. Wapex and Ghosty Ferret seem like they're fighting for the puck here. They are bunching really hard. Honestly, to me, it looks like Sammy the Whale would be putting a much better performance in. They had a lot of good spacing against the Stingrays, but not too sure about this Ghosty Ferret guy. Anyways, here's Doggin playing it down to the Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret can't get the puck off of Badgers. Seattle have a nice rotation here on their line changes as Calgary are on for a pretty long time. Going to be struggling for stamina soon. Badgers. Cuts inside, plays a nice pass to Dripsky. Dripsky opportunity, but takes too heavy of a touch. And Dripsky cannot get a shot opportunity off. But here's Badgers. Cutting across the ice. Playing out to Sleepy Temple. Sleepy Temple. Trying to get anything on that, but couldn't do so. Here's Missia. Wapex finally coming off the ice. As Calgary make their first line change in this period. Missia shot. And that's going to be saved by Winner. Winner's going to have to really hold this team down as there's going to be a lot of shots. And here's another one for Calgary. And he's going to blow the whistle there. Sammy, what's going on?
I mean, right now, this second line for Calgary is all over this second line of Seattle. They just are not really putting up much of a fight. And good, just safe gloves there from Winner.
Yep, and here's Floods. Has a lot to do here to get past Glenny Boo and Missia. Floods Cuts him up. Goes right into J4 accidentally, but Glenny Boo is going to recover that puck pretty well. Plays it up the boards. Floods trying to cut past Missia there. Can't do so. Blockey and Floods pulling back at the same time. Looks like now Seattle are the ones bunching a little bit. Here's Floods. Good pass inside, but that's going to be a little weak. Missia. Clearing it back out to the boards. Glenny Boo. Playing a P3 up. Here's Missia. ohLuvv plays it inside the Floods. Floods out to Roppy. Roppy shot. And that's going to hit off the post. Seattle just nearly finding their, breakout goal that they need to really get them comfortable in this game. ohLuvv hitting Missia. It's going to be a big hit, but I believe he was on the puck, so it's not going to be a penalty. Glenny Boo out to J4. J4 opportunity. And that's a big back check from Badgers. Really going to have to play a little bit above his pay grade tonight. Dripski trying to get the puck off of J4. Dripski up the boards. Gets past Ghosty Ferret. Gets past Doggin. Opportunity. And that's going to be a delayed penalty, I believe, against Calgary.
I don't know if that one was a penalty. I'm going to be real.
That was probably a terrible call. I'm not going to lie. Very weak.
I think Jail was a little bit quick to go to the whistle there because he saw a hit there. But, Dripski doing a move that I don't really see that often there, doing a P1 spam, so it would go under the shift there. And he did it almost past two Wings players. But then on the second one, he gets it past. Player shifts on it. Dripski looking straight down. Manages to hit the Calgary player that's on the defensive zone there. I guess Jail just saw that and was quick to whistle there. So, big chance here for the Wings, who are putting on this first line again. So maybe see if they can score here.
Seems like Doggin's going to be the forward picked for this. It's going to be their first line. Ghosty Fair opportunity. Doggin takes a shot, and that's going to be a big hit on Doggin there. And it's going to be another call, and I believe that is another terrible call.
What is going on?
Badgers was literally standing on the puck as Doggin hit it. That should not be a call, but I guess it is. And we're going to have a 2v2 tonight. Not too sure what this referee's doing, Ben. Not going to lie.
Maybe a makeup call? I don't know, but, that's good for Seattle. Now they even strength. Don't have to worry maybe as much. They still got two really strong players here in Wapex Ghosty Ferret. Against Badgers and Floods. We'll see what they do here, though. Maybe just try to kill off the time. Dare
I say it, Floods is going to find the back of the net in this power play. 2-on-2. Give this guy some space. He's going to find the back of the net. Oh, no, unless Ghosty Ferret does... Big back check by Floods. Huge back check. Denying that opportunity from Calgary. And here's Ghosty Ferret again. Shot saved by Winner. Shot again off the post for Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret providing so much offensive pressure as Badgers are just going to boot. Floods. Power play for the next 5 seconds for the Seattle team. And Ghosty Ferret's going back up the boards. Badgers. Floods. Nice big back check there. Plays it behind his own net. Trying to open up some space. P3's it over to ohLuvv. ohLuvv down the Dripski. And Wapex can be the first one on that. Roppy clearing it back up. Doggin. Trying to clear it up. Finds Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret doesn't have any outlets here. Tries to get past ohLuvv. Big ping from ohLuvv there. As there's 20 seconds left in this second period. And I'm lagging. ohLuvv boots it up down the boards to Roppy. Glenny Boo's going to be the first on that one. And with 10 seconds here, if you're Seattle, I think you just try and kill the clock here. Don't even give Calgary an opportunity to do anything with the puck here. And I believe that is what they're going to do, as there's 1 second left. And it's still going to end 0-0 going into the third. Let's send it back up to our full party at the desk, hosted by Konechny.
Okay, welcome back to the desk. Second intermission now. Still a 0-0 game. Calgary doubling their shots, I believe, that period. I think the first period it was 3-1, and now it's 6-1. Seattle looked like they had maybe slightly bit more life there that period. I couldn't really tell. They had one good chance, and Roppy sent it just wide. But Calgary, again, just all over Seattle. Winner 16 is playing pretty well. Not even pretty well, very well. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. I mean, it's the only thing he can really do. He can't go out there and score either, but I don't think that would really help. Regardless, I'll hand it over to Frumpy Bear first. I'll let him talk for a little bit. He hasn't talked yet.
Yeah, I mean, this game has gone probably how most would expect it to. Calgary is kind of being the better team, and we even got to see Ghosty Ferret kind of activate his take over there in 2v2 for a bit. But, I mean, this is the type of game for Seattle where those opportunities like the one that Rappy have, they're not going to come around very often, and if they wanted to win this game, they're not going to get a lot of shots up, and that's kind of one they needed to convert on. But I absolutely agree, Winner 16 has really been the X factor in this game so far.
Definitely creates, like, it's literally the only thing he can do, and his Seattle team isn't very good at all, really, respectfully. As much as a Wings hater I am, I mean, Seattle's kind of just doing nothing out there. I'll let Siphon go. He handed me a note saying he wanted to talk, and I said please on it, so guess I gotta give him a chance.
Yeah, real quick. So, honestly, this Calgary first line, the second line to a small extent, but mostly the first line, kind of looks like they've never played before. Or together before. I know Ghosty Ferret's a new acquisition, but they're kind of stepping on each other's toes. You've seen Wapex and Ghosty Ferret double and miscommunicate all the time. And I think this line needs more time to kind of start to scrim more often and start to gel, because right now is looking pretty bad. Calgary should not have 0 goals in this game, and I think a large part of that is attributed to the first line. So that's all. Let's send it back down to the ice and see how the third period plays out.
Bloods up against Ghosty Ferret. Draw is going to be won by Calgary. ohSniper just going to send that one down the ice to Tripsky. And it seems like we have a line change from the Seattle team here. Something like Borderline is in the building for this final period. Very, very big for Seattle. Might change the turn the tides here. ohSniper plays it inside to Dripsky. ohSniper going back down the boards. Trying to find Dripsky, but Ghosty Ferret has something else to say about it. Wapex shot! That's going to be a big glove by Winner. I believe that shot was going wide, but still very important to try and regain possession of the puck here. Ghosty Ferret. Floods sending it behind the net. Cuts across, plays a nice pass, but Dog is going to be there first on it. Dog, an opportunity. And that shot's going to hit off the back of the net, very wide. Floods trying to get the puck off of Doggin. Floods back behind the net. Floods playing it down. Doggin. Nice move, but couldn't really get it off of Floods there. Floods, nice pass over to Rappy. Rappy cannot get a stick in the end of that. Glenny Boo. Big check. Rappy. Borderline Mahomes is on the ice, everyone. Get excited. As there's going to be a delayed penalty shot by Rappy, saved by Orange Panda.
I don't even know what the call is here.
I believe it was a tripping penalty.
No, but the referee in the building saying they don't know what the call is. So I don't know what the play is here. I think somebody accidentally called something. The referee is saying they did not call anything, because I was gonna say, I was like, what's the call there? I didn't see anything happen on the ice.
Apparently, Youppi might have to check the logs here.
Did someone in the game have /ref on?
They might have. Yeah.
No, I'm down here ice side, and I hear both teams kind of chattering about both teams yelling at each other, both teams yelling at each other's players. Nobody really knows what happened here. It's suspected that somebody accidentally called a pen down here, and like I said, both team owners are absolutely furious down here, yelling at they're yelling at both teams. They're yelling at me for a call as well. I'm just here between the benches. I really don't know what else I can do. Somebody's coming near me. I have to go, guys. I think they're really trying to fight me here.
Wait, big news. Ghosty Ferret has owned up to it. Technically, it would be. If Ghosty Ferret said it was him, then technically it should be a call.
Should be a penalty for. It should be a power play for Seattle, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It should be.
Interesting.
Gotta respect the morals there. He came forward, said it was him. You didn't have to do that.
And guys, I just survived the encounter I had, and I'm down here ice side again. I hear Wapex yelling at Ghosty Ferret. It was him that did the pen, and I heard that he's taking away his guaranteed free DoorDash delivery. It was a clause in the contract when he came over. Ferret was allowed 10 free DoorDash deliveries of his choice, and I believe now it's only down to 1. So, big update for us, guys. Maybe that might affect Ghosty Ferret's performance for the rest of the season.
I believe he was a little too wide there and accidentally slipped on the whistle there. As now Seattle have a golden opportunity here with this line of Dripski, Border, and Roppy to find a shot in goal past Orange Panda. But both these teams playing pretty well, I would say. So we'll just have to wait and see what is going to happen in this power play as we get down to this face-off drop between Wapex and Border. Wapex winning the draw, playing it back to Glenny Boo frantically clearing that one away to Wapex. Dripski going back the other way, but Glenny's not going to let any boardroom up as Badgers playing it down the boards to Border. Badgers has some space to work with here, but that's going to be dangerous from Badgers. Nearly playing that into Wapex. Dripski trying to get a shot off. Glenny Boo is going to clear that one down the boards, as I believe that is a pretty good power play kill from Calgary. No real good opportunities from Seattle there as we go back to even strength at 3-3. Borderline trying to get the puck off Wapex. Borderline. Wapex going to get hit off the puck there, and ref is not going to call anything. Wow. Borderline nearly killed him there. Dripski. But you see, the mighty Patrick Mahomes also gets away with fouls on the call. The referee's always on his side, just like Borderline there. Badgers. Borderline still on the ice, as Seattle seemed to be in a bit of a mishap here. Can't really get real good possession of this puck. Whoa, Sniper. Hits it down the boards. Ghosty Ferret's going to be recovering it. Plud's trying not to give any space down there. Doggin playing it down the boards to nobody, but still finds another hit there, but Roppy is going to be the one that clears it away. Roppy again. Has a lot of space to work with here, playing it to Narnia, but I guess Flood's there to recover the puck. Flood's behind the net. Ghosty Ferret's going to clear it up. Flood's. It's down the Woe Sniper. Woe Sniper gets the puck past J4. Flood's. Jaden's going to play it inside. Nice pass, but Missy could not get on the end of that one. Good defensive effort there from Roppy, as we have 1:30 left in this game in regulation. Will we find a goal? I'm not sure. Flood's trying to get past Jaden. Does so. But Ghosty Ferret's going to recover that. Play it to Jaden. Jaden shot opportunity. Plays inside. Misses shot. Shoots it right at the goalie. Incredible. Ghosty Ferret plays it to Missy. Shot. Shot's going to go wide. And Calgary can really feel the pressure adding on to them now. Even though it is still 0-0. Lights might be too bright for Miss Dripski. Going down the boards. Playing it inside. Jaden's going to take advantage of that puck. Shot. Saved by Winner again. Incredible save and performance from Winner so far this game. Borderline going the other way. Trying to get past Jaden, but can't do so. Glenny Boo up against Dripski. And it seems like the Calgary first line have made their way back onto the ice for the remainder 30 seconds of this game. Jaden trying to get past Dripski. Badgers down to Dripski. Border clearly making an error there. Big whiff. Wapex on the boards. Trying to cut inside, but Badger's not going to let him any room. Down to Dripski. Dripski going the other way. Glenny Boo playing it safely down to the other side of the boards. Dripski on the puck here. Trying to take a shot on P3, but can't do so. There's going to be 5 seconds left, and we are probably going to be seeing our of BHL Season 24. And we go to overtime. Let's send it back up to the desk for Konechny and Co analysis.
Well, it seems like we're back here for our third time, overtime. Shots are 9-2 for Calgary. Still a 0-0 game, as some people seem to just not understand. Honestly, this is just a strange game. Seattle is allergic to generating offense and scoring, and Calgary is also allergic to scoring, but it's not really necessarily their fault. It's perhaps Winner 16 playing very well right now. Now, we thought with the addition of Borderline Dumb, he came in a little bit late. plane. I think he had a private jet. I think it was having issues. Just got here, but we thought maybe Calgary or Seattle. My fault. Seattle would maybe lock in a little bit more, but they still just look messy. They just look all over the place. They can't really generate anything. But I'll give the analysis to Samuel Whale. I'll let him talk about some stuff, I guess.
I mean, I'm actually very disappointed in this Calgary team because I feel like this is a game they should clearly be winning at this point, and the fact that, you know, they have 9 shots, don't get me wrong, but it still feels like they're missing something. Like, they've had some decent chances. Winners have made some good positional P3 saves, but besides that, I feel like they've not really done that much. They've kept the puck in Seattle's zone a lot, but, like, not really getting that too many great chances on target. So, I mean, you have to question, is this Ghosty Ferret trade really working out for them? Because I feel like besides that one chance that he had off the post, he hasn't really generated that much this game. So, good on Seattle for getting a point out of this game somehow.
And I was going to actually mention this earlier. Ghosty Ferret, again, on top of Calgary trading their house and another house and a third house for Ghosty Ferret, I mean, Ghosty Ferret's a good player. He was always a good player, but he's a little rusty. He didn't play at all last season. And I think, you know, same to Whale, you know, respectfully, you're not obviously that great of a player either, but I feel like you're, you know, maybe the skill gap's a little bit closer as we speak right now at this exact moment, just because of how rusty Ferret is. However, I mean, obviously Ferret, just give him some time, he'll be a good player again. But yeah, I can see why you would be disappointed. It's just, I think Calgary just needs to lock in, but that's all the time we have for it again. Maybe we'll see here again. I'm going to hand it over to Mason. Overtime starts now.
Fucking shot! That's going to go wide off the post. Just nearly a nice power, nice play, or no, nice face-off play. Could not get the words, proper wording. But Dripski's going to get hit there on the back. Surprisingly, no call. Here's Pludz going the other way against Wapex. Wapex. Pludz going to get the puck past Wapex, the cup winner from last season. Plays a nice pass inside. That's going to be a big hit on Ghosty Ferret. Shot and saved by Orange Panda. And there's going to be no call. Wait, that's against Seattle? What? Oh, he called it. JL called the penalty on the wrong team. What is this referee doing to in the building? He might have a parlay for Calgary. I'm not
Guys,
too
I'm standing
sure.
down here by the benches again, and I'm hearing both teams chatting about again, and I think both teams are trying to formalize a union to kill Jail. So be very careful after the game tonight, Jail.
Here's Pludz and Wapex on the draw. Wapex lose the puck to Pludz, but that's going to be a nice pass from Orange Panda to Wapex. As Wapex is going to probably try and go up the boards to try and kill the power play. Wait, War Sniper playing a nice pass over to Pludz. Pludz has Dripski open in the slot, but plays a nice pass. War Sniper shot blocked by Glenny Boo. And not too sure what Seattle's doing here. Seem a little confused here. Dripski plays a nice pass to Pludz, but Glenny Boo, huge defensive check there. Going to clear it behind his net as we go back to even strength between these two teams. Pludz playing a pass over the ice, and Wapex can be the first to recover it. Missia gets clamped up by Badgers on the boards. J4 trying to curve it past Border, but Border's not going to allow that. Borderline opportunity, but Glenny Boo is going to get there first. Missia. Roppy, Missia plays it inside to J4. J4 is going to end the game. Calgary find their winning goal in Jaden. Jaden also scoring last night, or 2 nights ago, finds the heroic against Seattle Golden Eagles as Calgary end this week 2-0.
Well, Calgary somehow managed to win there. You know, they played well, but in the end, it's going to be a Jaden goal, you know. Inspirational stuff from him after his horrid season he had last season. I would know firsthand. That might be bins, but Jaden doing the business here for this Calgary team. I might want to say another stat line. I think Ghosty Ferret had 1 shot on target and 2 penalties. So, good stats.
And it seems like we're going to have an interview between J4 and one of our analysts. Let's get with him on the ice here. I guess I'm going to be the one interviewing. Hello, Jaden.
Hello.
How are you feeling after that goal? I mean, like, what's going through your mind right now? I got to know.
feeling really calm. I'm really chill about it. I'm very happy.
And I'm
Oh,
reporting down
nice.
here from the benches. You are not nonchalant about it. Keep going, please.
Oh, oh gosh. I'm very happy. You know, my heart's racing. You know, it's a big moment.
Hearts racing. But anyways, another question I had for you: how does this team feel different from having Ghosty Ferret and then having Sammy the Whale?
Yeah, I can't really make fun of Sammy the Whale anymore. You know, I just make fun of Ghost First.
You're just gonna make fun of Ghosty Ferret.
Ghosty First is actually a pen goblin, but Fan was always just there.
Yep,
Pen
that
got
is.
cardio in.
Yep, that's true. That's true. And do you have anything to say about the Seattle team? I mean, I think they played above their pay grade tonight against you
I
guys.
think they played a little better than San Francisco Stingrays or whatever this team is called.
Yeah, I believe so that they did. You guys definitely seem to have a tougher time tonight. But anyways, congratulations on the win. Hoping to see, you thrive in this season 24, after that horrific last season, according to Ben. Any last words for the stream, J4?
Wait, can you repeat that? Sorry.
I said, do you have any last words on the stream before
I'm ready to have the greatest season of my BHL career, so just stay tuned. All right.
Stay tuned. Can we expect a cup out of Calgary?
Sorry,
Can you
guys.
expect a cup out of me?
I said, can we expect a cup out of Calgary?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yes, 100%.
That's the gate.
But anyways, congratulations on the win, and have a good rest of your night, Jake.
Thank you, you too.
Anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in tonight for our singular game of BHL. But stay tuned. We have a nice long night of BHL action tomorrow night on Saturday, opening with Orlando and Philly at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.